Here we go. Yes, I am indeed behind. But hey. We're chilling, guys. Now, I will say, I have a story about today, which is kind of sad, kind of meh. Seeing as how, well, seeing as how I might as well start with the fun talk. You know, before anyone gets in. This is only for the VOD folks. But today, I'm really excited about things that are coming up, because I am scheduled to play electric guitar at my church next Sunday. That, for the VOD people, that is May 9th. Yeah, May 9th. But I'm kind of frustrated about this because my church has my worship leadership at church has a bit of a bad habit of putting off deciding the set list until very late. This is that's dumb. I messed up. I misread that. And so because of that, I'm probably not going to actually end up playing unless something very strange happens. Why did I make a guess there? This is... I shouldn't be guessing if I can avoid it. That was just a misclick. But, yeah. So my worship leadership has a very bad habit when it comes to this of being very late to either decide on the set list or at least just put the set list in, to have the set list available to the team members at the very least. So answer feels like it feels very unlikely that I'm going to end up playing because I'm new to playing electric guitar for my church, and they really don't want me playing unless I have time to practice and get my patches set up. Cause I guess I technically am going to end up having a signature sound as how I choose to play, but that's not really the plan for me in general. I'm trying to be more of a studio guitarist in that I can sound however I need to sound for every song. And so because of that, I use a fully digital, like my effects setup is fully digital. which is perfectly fine, assuming I have time to get it set up and ready for the set. But for impromptu sets, I am not comfortable enough for impromptu or semi-impromptu sets. So that's the place I'm in right now, and I'm in a really rough position because the part of me that's really excited to play is willing to put in the stupid hours to get everything set up, no matter how late they get the set, no matter how late they get the set to me, because I've been wanting to move in this direction, for about 2 years now. I've been wanting to take a step into being an electric guitarist, playing lead guitar for my church. And so I'm really excited to finally be scheduled for it. But I think I think that I need to stand up and say, no, I can't do this without time to practice. And if the person leading does what he normally does, I might not have the set list until Thursday night, which is band practice. That's the rehearsal, is Thursday night. And I don't have time after work to set up patches for the songs. So that would be a no-go. That would be impossible for me. That would be that's unfair to me as I'm an existing member of the team. I do other things. I'm a drummer, I'm a singer. But that's unfair to me as a musician to just expect me to be ready for any for any eventuality. Because I have standards that I want to uphold. If I can, I don't want to use music. I don't want to use sheet music. I mean, yeah, everyone in our band does, but I'd like to not have to. I would love to have my parts memorized. Stupid misclick. I mean, and I'm good enough to be able to memorize my parts. Or at least, it's... And if I can't memorize the parts, I simplify it until I can memorize. I simplify the part I'm playing until I can memorize it. I think the last song I memorized my lead lines on, I simplified it down to 5 lead lines in the whole song. For a 5-minute song, for a 5-6 minute song, simplifying it to 5 lead lines, that's pretty good. Being able to do that. And that, pardon me, but in my opinion, I think that those 5 lead lines that I put together for the song and memorized would sound better than what our our primary electric guitarist does. I don't think what he does is bad. I just think that I think that I will sound better in the songs that I have time to practice, to learn. So I'm just very much hoping that I have the set, because the deadline that I've given is end of day Sunday. If I don't get the set list for the next Sunday by end of day this Sunday, I will not be playing, which is so heart-wrenching for me because I don't know when the next chance I'll have to to play will be, but it's just what it's gonna like it's just what it has to be. I'm not gonna put myself in that place, because I would do it. I would totally do it, but I'd need to tell myself no, because I will be like, I will hurt. I will burn out. If I don't set boundaries, I will burn myself out. Like, I got scheduled to play bass one week because we needed a bassist, and there was no one who could fill in. I was filling in for my mom, who's one of the bassists at my church. And I had never played bass before. I learned that, like, I practiced that set all week. I memorized, like, I learned that set. I learned to play bass. Like, it didn't, you know, it was my first guitar-like instrument that I was taking to competency. So, like, I learned a lot in that week, and I practiced my fingers off. But I also didn't have a full-time job. Like, this was pre-full-time job me. So, yeah, but now that I am full-time job me, I have boundaries that I need to set. I need to set boundaries so that I can stay healthy, and I think that I think that 7 days with the set list should be easy to do. Like, honestly, we do recordings. We do a lot. Like, we do 4 or 5 songs a week. And we record 4 or 5 songs a week. And we publish 2 songs a week. So I think that we should I would argue that we need 10 days minimum with the set list, because we're recording. The only reason that I would say that hasn't been considered necessary is because we have the same team playing all the time right now. So since we have the same team playing all the time, you know, we get very good at playing with each other, at playing together. We get very tight, and so we don't need as much time to practice our sets. I'm not like, I'm a part of the team, but I'm a part of the team doing something new. And so I need the time to practice. So that is my rant today. Basically, I want to have, I was wanting to work on my patches for today, for my stream today, because it's been a while since I've done anything music related on my stream, and, you know, I don't see a reason why I can't, or well, no. And I would like to do more things music related on my stream while I have the chance. And so, like, one of those things, like, I'm probably gonna be doing my practice on stream for as long as I know what, at least when I'm playing guitar. As long as I know what I'm playing before I'm doing streams, I'm probably going to be streaming my practice. 'Cause, well, for one, it's fun. I can hear people's reactions, or see people's reactions, you know. And I hope that y'all would be interested in that. Y'all have been interested in me doing other music-y things, so, you know. But yeah, that's something I wanted to do, but, you know, I don't have the set yet, so I can't do it today. So hopefully I have the set tomorrow, and I can do it tomorrow. Or, you know, worst, like my worst case scenario hope is that I have it Sunday, and I can do all that work on my stream Sunday. Otherwise, if it's end of day Sunday after I finish my stream, well, then that's different. I don't really get the chance to do my practice on stream then. There we go. Now we're back to green. Says 30% win rate. So, hopefully you're gonna get a guitar stream this weekend. Do I think that's what's gonna happen? Nah. I want it to happen. That's all I can really say. Okay. That seemed... Nah. So, this is a Nightmare Arena. I need to complete 15 more boards of a variety of difficulties. And in doing so, well, not in doing so, but I need to complete 15 more boards, and once I do so, I will get a single arena point. Because this is level 2, I have previously completed a level 1 Nightmare Arena. Bomb! A raid! You're here! Woot. Just chill, Minesweeper, today. You missed my rant about my frustration about the fact that this is not a guitar stream tonight. But it is indeed a Minesweeper stream, which is fine. But yeah. Doing a level 2 Nightmare Arena right now. It is not a guitar stream because I don't have the set list for next Sunday yet, and today was going to be a prep day for that, because I am, for the first time ever, scheduled as an electric guitarist at church next Sunday. But, well, our worship team, our leadership has a bad habit of being very tardy with getting scheduling out. So I know that I'm playing, I just don't know what I'm doing. So if I don't get the set list by, you know, well, some churches would say that. So it just frustrates me. So if I don't get the set list in time, I will not be playing because I just don't have time to put the necessary practice in. Nope. And I for one, I require of myself a level of excellence in my playing, and if I'm not given time to practice, I I'm done. I'm not gonna do it. Which is heartbreaking to me because I really want to. I've been wanting to do this for about 2 years, and I finally have been scheduled on it. But you know, I will say no if they don't give me the time I need. So, nah. That is why it is not a guitar stream. I really need to get my this stupid deck link that I keep looking at. Oh, that was dumb. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? That was dumb. I really need to get the deck link that I keep looking at, so that I can output. Of course, I probably can't use it until after I get my new monitors, because my computer is starting to be unhappy with my stream setup. I hope you guys don't hear the clicking audio, but I have regularly semi-regular clicks in my ears, and you know, this is with Minesweeper, so it's kind of rough. I'm not quite sure why. I need to dig into some things. It's probably a Windows update somewhen that I couldn't avoid. Because even when you go with Pro, you can only delay them. You can't skip them. You can't say no. Of course, I really don't I shouldn't say no either. So and then I think about doing something like, no, all my solutions cost money and it hurts. All the solutions cost money, and I just, you know, it's not financially reasonable to keep spending money on this stream when, you know, when it doesn't give anything in return. Well, I am back in the orange and in pain. Please, RNGesus, be kind. So, not okay. Indeed, that is indeed the plan. Excuse me. So, I think I'm kind of half salty tonight, so I just trying to chill. Who knows? Maybe this is gonna be a long Minesweeper stream. I don't know. I don't even know what I do anymore. My average stream length has gone so far down in the past 2-3 months. I used to not even like not even consider ending a stream before 2 hours, and last 2 months it's been 2 hours. Hey Evan, we are now. Trust me, I'm not actually this bad. I am. I started this. I wasn't thinking very much, and I started this before work this morning. So most of the lost time is just not being able to play the arena. Now, I'm still, you know, I'm not... I'm still losing a lot of time, but, you know. But I'm not that bad that I only have 6 games won, or 5 games won, and have spent... 12 hours worth of time. With penalties, just... This is a 48-hour arena. No, I haven't spent 12 hours. I have not got 12 hours worth of penalties. About 9 hours of that time is me being at the office today. So oof. So it's only like 3 out. Yeah, it's only like 8 hours, 10 hours. It's only like 2 hours worth of penalties. Congratulations. I do not have full unique equipment, but I'm very excited for you. I am not paying enough attention. I need to. I bought all of I bought one pack. I got one medium level pack of arena tickets and 1 diamond, you know. I also have not played much this season. Most of my playing time this month has been dedicated to, or was dedicated to, preparing for the tournament. This is dumb. Okay, I have space to maneuver, but this is dumb. But yeah, so most of my time was spent prepping for the tournament, and I was mostly prepping, like, survival mode and things like that on Minesweeper Pro. Ooh, a ticket. But yeah, most of my prep time was spent on Minesweeper Pro, getting used to it, because, you know, every Minesweeper location plays just a little bit different. Some feel faster, some feel slower, some... So, you know, you want to just make sure that you're all comfortable with the location you're playing at. But I also did not play much this season. I am top 1,000, apparently. Apparently I've played enough to score about where I think well, not where I think I should be. Wait, this is top 1,000 of the next season of the... Yeah. This is... No? That's April. Okay. No, it hasn't. This season hasn't switched over yet. Top 1,000. Not quite as high as I should be if I was playing regularly. My seasons where I play regularly, I'm usually top 500 in the season. So, yeah. I think there's there, which means there, which means that. Oh no. Not another square of doom. I have 2 squares of doom. Why? Why, game? Why? RN Jesus is not being kind. One in those 2, which means 1 there. Cool. Okay. That's 1 square of doom, which means this is squares of doom, I tell you. My least favorite type of 50-50. So. So even if I don't have the set list for next week, if the set list for this week is in tomorrow, I might have tomorrow be a guitar stream anyway, just to and work on the set list for tomorrow or for Sunday. Just because I can. And we don't have that we don't have that many songs in our set list. So if I spend the time now to start building up my library of patches, it should make things go faster in the future. I'm going to try not to buy too many patches, like too many base patches to build off of, because they're easy and they're cheap, but I really want to learn to build guitar effects patches, guitar effects rigs, as well as I can. Twas a square of doom. Just an invisible square of doom. A secret square of doom, you could even say. So, I know, I'm trying. RNGesus was being kind to me earlier, and now they're being unkind. They have rescinded their blessings from earlier today. I think I had a 2 or 3 win streak earlier today on something hard. I don't remember what. Excuse me. Okay. So I've been back to reading recently in my free time. This is a cycle I go back and forth on. I go between a lot of different things, but reading is one of the ones that comes back more regularly. And so I am currently reading rereading a YA novel series, or a YA novel series that I never finished reading when I was originally reading it. So I'm rereading it now. And yeah. I think it is likely that I will probably almost always read these styles of novels. I know some people say that you should grow out of young adult literature, but no. I refuse. It's more fun. There we go. We got a win. No. Yay! Hooray! So, like, you know, there's indeed I can. So, you know how I say I you know, this is how my brain works. It's like, so you know how I say I shouldn't how I shouldn't keep investing money into my into my live stream when it's not, or when it's not making me anything back, right? You know, it's just being a money sink. Well, I can tell you, I've recently invested more money in my live stream. You will see the outcome of that and it's not just buying a game, because buying games is different. Like, it's kind of the same, but it's also different, because most of the games that I play, I do not buy for stream. I buy them to play them myself, and then I end up streaming them. But this is me investing money in a upcoming project, which I guess technically I invested about $1,200, $1,300 in this project already. But I'm right. I'm mentally not connecting that as I have a problem, guys. I keep spending money on that I wouldn't normally spend on things because I'm buying it for live streaming. But it's not a money making venture. It is a money sink. I'm not asking you guys to give me money. That's not the goal here. It's just I have a problem. I just keep realizing, like, oh yeah, no, that was totally that could totally be considered and me spending money on this project. Even, you know, I was doing it for more reasons than just the project that's upcoming, but you would think that, but the thing is that well, there's levels. So, you know, buying a gaming computer, that's usable for more things. Buying buying like $1,200 worth of server equipment. Buy like, Yeah, I probably would have bought a, I would have bought a server for home at some point, but it, yes, yes, yes. I have a problem. It's like, you know, the camera setup that I'm looking at would be about between $2,000 and $2,500. I mean, I would use it for more than just what I'm just live streaming, but do I really need a $2,000 camera setup? Does anyone outside of like professional institutions need a $2,000 camera setup? No. But is it is it the camera setup that I want, that I'm really, really tempted to get? Yes. This is ugly. Not there. Which means... You guys can't even see my face, and I'm seriously contemplating a $2,000 camera setup. Just think about that, guys. Think about that. Yeah. The thing is, you know, I do work. And yes, I could theoretically, actually, not even theoretically, I could very easily afford all of these toys that I want to get. She didn't include this little thing that is called dat. You know, just dat. It's not a big deal. But you know, I could easily afford these things. You know, I'm a programmer. I make a programmer's salary. Just you don't need to know real numbers. You just know I make a programmer's salary. I am not like I am not in a rough spot. Like but I don't need to spend $2,000 on a camera setup. Darn it. Being able to afford something doesn't mean that's what you should do. Like I would argue that a gaming computer, like I would tell you that a gaming computer, assuming that that's what you want to, like that's something that you want to do, that you are passionate about playing video games, a gaming computer is worth the money. It's even more worth it if you're choosing to like if you're streaming. Like, you know, these are yeah. And that's important. Like that's worth your money. Yeah. I mean, I'm this is a $1,200 gaming computer, and I use it to play Minesweeper. I can tell you, it's not, for most people, this computer would not be worth worth the $1,200 to $1,500 that I spent on it. But for me, because it has Thunderbolt support on a Windows computer, like that's pretty uncommon. So I can I can use whatever audio interface that I want, that is worth a ton to me. So that I paid a premium to have Thunderbolt support on a Windows computer. Most people don't need it. Like, one of the reasons that Thunderbolt is so good on like on Mac laptops is because it lets you use like an external GPU. That was meant to be a right click. Is because it lets you use an external GPU. I don't have that problem. So it's, for the average person, Thunderbolt isn't worth it. But since this computer is going to become my music production computer when I eventually replace it, and I might use it as like a, I'll probably end up using it as my second computer in like a two PC streaming rig. Yeah, so that but it's gonna this computer is gonna be what runs my music studio. Like, I'm gonna be running my music production studio out off of when it's no longer my gaming computer. So Thunderbolt is super worth it in the music industry, because it gives you less latency, it gives you higher channel counts. It's the PCIe, like, so is similar, but you have to go to very, very high-end systems for PCIe to actually be worth more for an audio audio interface than Thunderbolt is. So, yeah. Like, I really want to get a reasonably sized Antelope Audio audio interface. Probably like let's finish this game and I'll look it up, because why not? Now the thing is that it's but so yeah, I spent a lot of money on a feature that most people don't think is worth it. But for me it is. No. Okay. Antelope Audio. Discrete 8, I think, is the box that I want. Is the box I want to be running on. Yeah, it's the Discrete 8 that I want to get. Supports. Yeah, I don't remember how many channels it has. Key features. Yeah, 32 channels. It'll give me 32 channels of audio, which I kind of don't need, but I also plan on running like I also plan on running at some point with a few of my friends doing live streamed concerts, And so once I start doing live streamed concerts, then I will need a much beefier board, and that should have enough beef. That one should be strong enough for what I need for running live streamed concerts. But then, you know, I also need good camera rigging, and I need multiple camera inputs, and you hear where I start thinking them, like, oh yeah, I have reasons to spend stupid amounts of money on things that I have no right or reason needing. That's 150-50. That's 150-50, I guessed right here. So what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to work around the edge as best as I can. There's one right there, nothing right there. Because the edge is where a lot of 50-50s are, and so if you can... I don't know, sometimes I do this, sometimes I don't. This isn't actually a good... this isn't necessarily actually a good strategy, but sometimes I change things up because I'm feeling frustrated about continuously losing, so... But yeah. But then I think about things like, oh, what, like I could use like an external compositor. That's it. An external compositor ends up being $300 to $500 per input that you can composite. Well, then I need to figure out how to get all of those input. Like, I need to figure out how to get digital things out of my computer into that compositor. Okay, so that... you see where I run into problems, guys. My brain just starts thinking, and it doesn't stop thinking, and I end up deciding that, oh yeah, I need that. I totally need that. It's definitely worth the cost for me. Uh-oh. Here's hoping that mine counting will solve that corner. Six? Like, that 6 doesn't sound right. 2. 2 sounds right. Okay, so it is a square of doom. Thanks, game. So I have a question for you guys. Do you think that for my viewpoint of the tournament that I'm currently working on editing through to get uploaded on my YouTube channel, do you think that I need to put post commentary? Do you think I do it? Why did I left click there? But do you think I need to put post commentary, even just like at the beginnings, to explain the game types, to explain what's going on? What do you think? Because like there's some weird things like survival. Like what the heck is survival? The heck is the survival cup? Like I don't know. What is this game that they're playing that looks like Minesweeper but isn't Minesweeper? So should I like put quick explainers at the beginning of things? Should I That was dumb. Well, it wasn't dumb, it was just dumb. Because if I don't, I'm thinking I might be able to start getting the videos out. Right, I know the feeling. If I don't, I might be able to start getting the videos out Sunday, maybe Monday at the latest. I have the scoreboard animations done. You don't even understand the plans that I have for... Yeah, no, you're totally right. Just... Cause if I need to do... If I need to record commentary, then that's gonna be... That's gonna be more time, more time spent, and not saying that more time spent is bad, but more time spent, more editing, for something that I half expect a couple people from Bomb's channel to watch. I don't know. I could see more people watching it. Because I think the tournament should be actually somewhat interesting to watch. I don't know. If you're already looking for Minesweeper, like it's actually some pretty decent Minesweeper gameplay. I think. Of course, I got 4th out of it, so, you know, maybe it wasn't that good. So, yeah. Because I don't think that I could do post commentary through the entire video. That would be a lot of commentary, and I just don't think that I have that much to say about what's going on. Like it's Minesweeper. What do you want me to say? While I cut my teeth on commentating and learned how to commentate reasonably well. That was close. While I cut my teeth on live comm and learned to commentate reasonably well while playing Minesweeper. I will say that I was generally not commentating on what was going on. So, shoutcasting a Minesweeper tournament would be interesting. I don't think I would be able to do it particularly well. But I have been leaning towards, yes, I do need to put in some post commentary explaining the round, explaining the mode. At least at the start of the video. It's this is my animation work was so janky, but it works. Like the animation is done. So, but it was so janky to render it and such. This is what happens when, you know how to program, and then every problem is a programming problem. I'll let you see some of the animation in next time I mess up. 'Cause why not? You know? In before I go 13 games without making a mistake. Okay. This corner is ugly. And so is its mother. I feel like there's bound to be an answer in there. But it's not right now, it's not an obvious one to me right now. So that's why I moved to the other corner. Cuz it had obvious answers to me. Obviously y'all are much better at this game than I am, and okay. So, you ready to see this animation work? It's pretty jank. It actually looks pretty good, but it is indeed jank. So, can you guess how I how I did that animation? I mean, no prize to anyone who guesses, but you know, can you? for anyone who guessed that it was done in JavaScript and HTML and CSS, you are right. Yeah, as a programmer, I know I know a lot of things. I am a bit of an artist, you know. I dabble. But as a programmer, I know a few skills. And one of those skills is programming. So if I can solve a problem by programming it, chances are high that that's probably what I'm going to end up doing. So that's what's currently going on. Very much just meh. I get my second shot of vaccine tomorrow. I am hoping beyond all hope that I'm feeling fine come Sunday, because I am supposed to be drumming. I'm scheduled to be drumming. And yeah. The first dose wasn't a problem for me, but you know, people keep saying that the second dose is the one that gets you. So I'm hoping that if I have a reaction, that if it takes me out, that it takes me out Saturday. So you guys might not get a Saturday stream, but that's the hope, at least, is that if it gets me, it gets me Saturday. But yes, I am getting it tomorrow morning. Second dose tomorrow morning. I know. I get that. But it is in the morning at least, so that gives it more time to hopefully hit that day/overnight. I know that some of these wishes of mine are far-fetched. And like the Pokemon, my arms are... So. Yeah. Which, if that's what happens, then I will not end up drumming. I'm hoping that that is not what happens. I'm hoping that I am perfectly fine. But we will see. Indeed, we shall see. Indeed it is. I don't actually know what's going on. I keep saying that I don't actually know exactly why I got scheduled at the point that I did. It might be that, you know, my city ran out of people that were higher up on the waiting list, and they just needed to fill out their registries of people with those who have asked to be registered. But I registered to be notified when a vaccine was available for me, and I was told pretty much later that day that I had a spot reserved for me if I wanted it. Now, I do have minor to moderate asthma, so perhaps that is what bumped me up the list, but I don't know. It's hard to tell because there were a ton of people that looked, you know, I look healthy. There were a ton of people who looked healthy in my cadre, in the group of people who were getting the vaccine at the same/similar time as I was. So I don't know if it's just a numbers thing. They needed. Yeah, I was neither, like, I was on the fence about it, and then I just decided that, yeah, for me, I was on the fence about it, and then I don't drive, so if I'm going to travel anywhere, by myself, I'm going to be traveling by plane, and so it's just easier to have that done. Because that looks like that's the direction that this country is going in. And I don't love that fact, but it's easier to just get it done. And it's like, I'm not worried about any I'm not worried about side effects. I'm not worried about, no, not flying out of the country, just flying in general. I'm in the US. No, not moving out. Just flying in general. I don't have anything planned, but if I want to do something, that's generally just because of what I do in my life, only option. No, that so I a lot of people, honestly, I have no love for Europe in me. Like, there's nothing in me that really wants to live in Europe. But if I had to pick a country that was as close to what I think would be perfect for my lifestyle, it would probably be something close to the Netherlands. But I am too much of a patriot to just give up on my country. So I am crazy enough to feel like I need to stick around and try and make things better here, rather than just moving to where I think would be the best place that fits me. And I do have, like, I consider family to be super important to me. I consider family to be super important in my life, and I would have a very hard time just pulling up roots and moving somewhere where I have no family. It wouldn't I wouldn't move away from where I'm currently at for the foreseeable future, because as long as my grandparents are alive, I am living in the same place as them until, like, as well as I possibly can. Because I want to get as much time with them as I can have. Call me selfish, but they're the last grandparents I have left. So when those two are gone, that's a generation out. That's a generation gone, and they're not getting younger. You all know that. No, it's not selfish. It's me. That's me joking about it. So But I consider it super important to spend as much time as I can with my grandparents while they're around. And so what my life looks like after they're gone is a different story. But as long as they're here, they they win. They win when it comes to me deciding how to spend my time. They win when it comes to a lot of things. So yeah. Darn it. So many 50-50s. But I know it's not selfish. I kind of... Yeah. I would be in the same boat. Like, New York City looks like a hellhole from the outside. Just saying it how I see it. Now, I won't get into politics as to why stuff is going on, because that's not worth anyone's time. Not here. But yeah, I would agree with you there. Yep. That's like the way I see New York City. It seems like a nice place to visit. I would never want to live there. Now, I would say the same thing about California, about the entirety of California, essentially. Seems like a nice place to visit. I would never want to live there. Now, there's a couple reasons for that, like taxes and stuff. I'm old enough to consider things like that when I'm picking places that I want to live. So, yeah. And my problem isn't necessarily just the amount of taxes, but it's how the taxes are spent, because it's just... Whoa, there we go. For sure. No, like there's a part of me that feels like that New York is in a way it's a bit of a dream city for me. Like I don't like the idea of driving. I am very anti-car in my life. Cars seem like one of the most negative parts of American society to me. Right. New York City seems like it would be perfect for me. But the long and short of it is that New York City would be nice. Like there's a lot of niceness there. It just it wouldn't work out. I get along just fine without driving in the town I currently live in, which, I'm lucky enough that I'm spending money in ways to support my life, the life I live. So like I live I live within a mile of my office. You know, I could spend less money on rent, but be further away. But spending less money on rent then would mean that I am having a longer commute every day, which is to me not worth it. So the option is then between driving a car, which is very expensive. Like if you do the math, driving a car, honestly, I could I think unless you're saving, like depending on how expensive the car is, unless you're saving like between $300 and $500 a month on like rent, driving a car isn't worth it. Rent or mortgage, driving a car actually costs you more than you save on your rent by being able to be further away. Now, in like a city like New York, that's different. But New York's different in a lot of ways. It's like I barely spend enough on rent. I couldn't possibly save enough money that moving somewhere that I need to drive a car to get to work would not be worth it. Unless, like, I moved in with my parents. That would be about the only thing that would save enough money. But even then, I would still, like, I would be paying my parents' rent because I earn enough money that I would want to help them. But the cost of a car is a lot. Hello. Right, and that's where things start going off the rails for me. Because, like, right now, I live in a one-bedroom apartment that costs me let's just round up and say it cost me $800 a month for this one-bedroom apartment. So, you know... Now you can honestly, yeah, you can say that that's just the price of living in the middle of the country. But like, I don't live anywhere near downtown in my city. Downtown this same size would probably be a $1,200 a month apartment, maybe a bit more. I didn't really look for apartments downtown because I never got a job offer in that part of town, so I don't have comparables in my head. But yeah. Now, obviously, there's some big benefits to... Yeah, that is absurd to me. My parents' house might be worth that much, and it is a 2,000 square foot house. Ish. I don't know exact numbers off the top of my head. I'd have to ask. They definitely didn't pay that much for their house. The only reason it's that ish is just because, you know, the housing market is insane right now. And, well, they are... Yeah. Thank you. But yeah, for me, the cost of owning a car is just not worth it. Mm-hmm. And my parents' house is... 2, 3, 4, 5 bedrooms right now. Yeah, my parents' house is currently a 5-bedroom house, and they bought it for $150K. You know, that's a house. It's on a lot. They have a backyard. They have a front yard. They have a garage. They have an attached garage. They have space. Like, I think they paid between $150 and $175 for the house that they're living in right now. That tells you just how much location costs. Like, if I was living in New York, I would easily be able to make enough money to live in New York. So that really, price wouldn't be as much of an issue to me, because, you know, I am a programmer. If I found a job in New York, it would pay enough for me to live in New York, or at least close enough to New York for me to be able to do the job comfortably. Like that. That's just what being a programmer means. Like, that's one of the reasons why, you know, there's not enough programmers in the world. And so people pay very well to have us on staff. But that doesn't mean that that's where I'd want to live. Now I can tell, like, like I said, if I could find a job that I could live in New York, if I could find a job that was gonna have me there, I could afford to live there. I don't know if I could find a job in New York. Thanks. Where were you earlier, she listens? I think you're my good luck charm. You show up and I start winning again. Like I said, if I could find a job. Like, if I had to choose where I wanted to live, the town I'm currently in is pretty high up there. Is pretty high up on my list. Texas is up on, Texas is on my list of places I'd be willing to live. You know, things like that. I probably would not leave the middle of the country. I really, you know, I have no love for the coasts. I lived 2 years in Florida, and I will never live in Florida again if I have my if I have my way. So, you know. And obviously, I know Florida is not the East Coast. But, like, just in general, the East Coast is not my style. And the West Coast is just too much is too California for me. I mean, I have friends in Jersey. Like, if I had to live on the East Coast, Jersey would probably be pretty high on my list because of where I have friends. CJ would probably be happy to hear that. But that's to have more Minesweeper players in Jersey. But Minesweeper meetup. There's been conversations about it. I'd probably find a way to be there. I don't think they're there at least were in CJ's chat. I don't know if it was anything serious, but there was at least joked about. Yeah, I don't know if it was anything serious. But if there was, I would probably find a way to be there. You say, what? But you hide behind an avatar. So? I don't have any problem with my face being out there. It's just, you know, this is more comfortable. Mm-hmm. I kind of started back up because I was in Bloop's last Minesweeper tourney. So I did some practicing. When I was doing practice, getting ready for that. And I am currently editing out my viewpoint for that. So that's exciting. That'll be a video going up on my YouTube channel. Hopefully in the coming week. Or at least it will be a series of videos going out on my YubTub channel, hopefully within a week. That will start. Editing is hard, okay? It takes a lot of time. He is officially done. That was his last tournament and his last stream. Was last Friday? Last Friday. He has officially quit / gone on hiatus, whichever term you want to put on it. He is not intending on coming back anytime soon. Mm-hmm. I ended up getting 4th in last week's tourney. I'm really excited. I was really excited when I found out I ended up getting 4th. Mm-hmm. So, I'm not sure. Like, I wasn't really in the community, until a couple weeks ago. So, I guess I kind of technically am new blood because nobody in the community knew me. Even though I was playing Minesweeper a decent bit, you know, December into January. You did, but I never really got connected in with the rest. So, I don't know. Uh-huh. I was trying to think about it, and I think part of the reason that I never really that I kind of was separated is probably because I'm a VTuber. That kind of I think that might make people not necessarily more wary, but a little less comfortable inviting me in. I don't know. It seemed very interesting that I didn't like, I knew there was a community, but I didn't really know. Well, but the thing is that you do. Like, I didn't know there was, like, I didn't know who was in the community. I didn't know who I would talk to. Right. You. So, the thing is that yes, I suppose now I still don't think my streaming times are that odd, but you say I streamed when Minesweeper was dead, and yet oh, nah. Yeah, I don't know. The weird thing was that I got noticed by relatively large... Yeah. Well, that was part of the... But I got noticed by relatively large non-Minesweeper streamers during that time, which that was really interesting. Like, I've gotten... Yeah, I was... Yeah, I was getting when I was doing Minesweeper, you know, early this year, I was semi-regularly getting raids of 12 to 15 viewers. And apparently raiding Minesweeper streamers was a meme for a while. So I became a recipient of a surprising amount of that. Also, I'm a VTuber, so that is interesting. Like it provides an extra interest. But yeah, it is. It is indeed growing. But like I would say that I was not a part of the Minesweeper community until a week or two ago, when Yang showed up in my chat and really pushed me to find everyone else. That's when I would say that I ended up joining, quote unquote, the Minesweeper community. Besides that, I was just a weirdo streaming Minesweeper and doing surprisingly well at it. Like, yeah. Yes! Oh, now I have just this top right corner, which I don't like. Anyways. Okay, see ya. Bye. Do. So. Yeah, I wouldn't say that like I was just a weirdo. I was on the fringe of this community. And now I am seriously contemplating not taking up Bloop's torch when it comes to running tournaments, but contemplating figuring out a Minesweeper league of sorts. That is much more flexible than a tournament setup is. Obviously, you still need to have the players together at the same time. But yeah. Much more flexible from a player and a running standpoint. Nothing is we are doing well. Hello. I'm just working on a nightmare arena. You know, nothing too bad. I'm still pretty well green, but you know. So how many people realized that I only Like, with the music that I'm playing on my stream is my own music. That I made this myself. And this song in particular, that I have been playing all stream, is published on all major platforms. You can just search for Me Exalted pretty much anywhere, and you should be able to find it. Like, I've gone so far as to search for myself on, like, Amazon. Yes, in loop, Hero, you are right. I still need to write a custom bot that does that instead of just using a pre-built one, because I need my bot to change what it says based off the category. Because I almost always have the category set right. Almost always have the category set right. And so this would only show up if I was on a category that I have marked that I play my own music. Otherwise, it would just assume that, oh, there's game music here. But yeah, I only play my own music as a buzz off to DMCA, because yeah, buzz off DMCA. You don't scare me. I make you actually help me if I wanted to. Okay, so there's one there. Well, I'm glad to hear that. And there's one, which means this is a solved board. Woot. Oh yeah. I think that tonight this stream is gonna go until I finish this nightmare board. Have I doomed myself to a long and painful night? Probably, but I have decided. I mean, this could. And if I think it's too short, if it finishes before I'm ready to be done. Mm-hmm. Of course the roosters like the idea. Yeah, the roosters get a night off today. They don't have to make sound effects every 5 minutes, every couple minutes. I don't know how long the day lasts. Okay. Boop, 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 boop. So. Oh, 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 weirdness. I did know that. I did indeed know that chickens stop laying at a certain temperature. Did you really think that I wouldn't know a random farm fact? That is one of the reasons why hen houses, at least commercial hen houses, are kept consistently heated. Now there are other reasons too, obviously. Like it's just safer for the chickens to be warm. But yeah, that was a guess. I may not be a farm boy, but I grew up in farm country, so... I would say statistics about about where I live and just tell you exactly how farm country it is. But if I tell you the statistic the first statistic that came to my brain, you would that would tell you exactly where I live. Like there's not very many places that that fulfill that specific statistic in the world. So yeah, I'm just not gonna give that. You're not gonna get that stat. But it is a very fun one and it makes me smile. So, you know. I can also tell you that's not enough information. You say that, but this stream is going to be essentially permanently archived on YouTube. And I am almost certainly too lazy to either go in and cut this part out or take down the stream. So you aren't, but somebody might be. And quite honestly, it's the somebody that might be that matters more, because, like, you know, if it was just a couple people, you know, that I you know, reasonably trust. Y'all keep showing up. Y'all seem like good people. All y'all seem like good people. But yes. There we go. It's at least a reasonable opening to start with. Except the density up at this top is a bit low for my taste. Because that means that density elsewhere is higher. Darn it. But yeah, like, sorts of things that I would do is, like, if I were going to open up, like, a fan mail address, I would probably... I would need to figure out a way to do it that doesn't disclose information that I don't want to, that I already don't want to or that I don't want to already have disclosed. So... But you are correct about that. Although California is not known for oranges. California is kind like if you're thinking oranges, you're generally more thinking Florida. But yes, Wisconsin is cheese. You are correct about that. Yes, you can also say weed farms in Cali. That is true. Although I think no, I'd probably be wrong in that guess. But Colorado might be more well known for weed than Cali. Texas is beef. But honestly, Texas is not where you get good beef from. Like, Texas, when I say it, like, you get really good beef from other places in the U.S. Texas is not, that's not really where it's known from. Good steak is, like, generally, like, that's kind of linked to Nebraska. It's not necessarily what's talked about, but Nebraska probably has the best steak companies in the U.S. housed there. Like, Kansas is like a lot of the middle states pretty much do the same things. But like, if you look around, you will generally find more places advertising steaks from not Texas. Because reasons. I don't know why. But it's like, if I remember a teacher saying once. Yeah, I remember a teacher saying once that they went to another country. I don't remember. I think it was Venezuela or something. And there were two places that they could get steaks from. Like, the steaks were advertised as either coming from Nebraska or coming from Venezuela, which was interesting. But I might be misquoting that teacher, so there is a lot of universities in Nebraska, but there's a lot of universities in every state. And Venezuela is in South America. What a surprise. Well, that's what Facebook's for, right? Getting pictures of kids you don't know growing up. I don't really use Facebook, but I am so I've just been lazy about it, but I so want to get Facebook gaming added to my list of locations I'm multi-streaming to. Just because Facebook gaming is a surprisingly good for the streamer platform. Yeah? One thing I know is I already don't do enough to get my streams advertised on YouTube. Like I do not do enough to please the algorithm. I put next to no work into my descriptions, into my titles. Yeah. Part of me feels like I should master YouTube before moving on to Twitch, or before moving on to adding Facebook gaming. But well, I'm not trying to click. I don't really want to clickbait, but you know, like my title on YouTube is the same as my title on Twitch. So like, what do you think? Like, do you think that's a reasonable title? I think it's fine. But like, I don't put any effort into YouTube. I'm just so tired from work. I work a full day. It's like is streaming really worth putting that much effort in? You know, I'm not making any money off of this. That's not, like, it's not really my goal, but it would, no, it's not the reason I'm doing this, but it would be is it really worth putting that much effort in when the only thing I'm getting out is entertainment, is entertainment and spending time with people with a community that I'm starting to get to know, that's starting to get to know me? I don't know. Now, if you want to know what I do know, I know a couple things. But yeah, I'm doing what I enjoy. But like, oh, that was dumb. And yeah, there is no way that I'm not just gonna be true to myself while I'm streaming. Like that. That's, you know, I do things for a while and then I don't do them because I'm not feeling like doing them. Like, honestly, I would probably be 2 to 4 times bigger of a streamer if I had just kept doing Minesweeper. What? What, you ask? Yeah, I'd probably be consistently pulling in, you know, 9 to 15 views. But I see the same faces here regularly. Which means that I'm building a community. And I'm building a community that many of which are coming regardless of what I'm playing. You know, not for the full time. That's not what I'm not asking for that. But there people are showing up for regardless of what I'm playing. And those are chatters, which makes it so much better. Because I can have people showing up, you know, I can have viewers showing up, but it doesn't if you're not talking to me, then I don't know that you're there. And yeah, so the fact that it's chatters, that it's people who are chatting and are you know down, you know, it helps a lot. It makes it a lot easier for me to choose to continue to stream, because it is a lot less exhausting for me. Like talking about chickens. There was a point. Let's just say June of last year, that I was extremely close to being offered Twitch partner, or not partnership, Twitch affiliate. Part of me is very glad that I was not offered affiliate during that time, because that was before I had decided that I was not going to accept it. Before I decided I needed the freedom that not accepting affiliate gives me. Which is honestly Twitch's fault. Like, Twitch could totally be earning money off of me. But they don't get to. Twitch doesn't get to earn money off of me because their requirements for their rules and requirements for affiliate are just junk. They're the only platform that has in their affiliate, like, the minimum amount for monetization, the requirement to be platform exclusive. Like, that is junk. It's like, if it wasn't for platform exclusivity, I would totally accept affiliate right away. I would have no reason to say no. But the minimum for any form of monetization is platform, like, is giving away your yeah, it's dumb. Now, like YouTube, I I don't like YouTube as a platform for many reasons, but it's a heck of a lot better than Twitch when it comes to their to what they require of you and what they give you. Because I can be monetized on YouTube, you know, and I have no lock of exclusivity, which means that I can double dip. I can stream on YouTube. I can stream on Twitch. I can stream on Facebook Gaming. I can stream on my own website. I can stream like straight up. Just straight up. Twitch is that's the one thing that keeps me from going for like that. Like I will not accept affiliateship as long as that is a requirement of it. Which means that Twitch really loses out on potentially earning money from me. Because like every subscription, they take 30%. I don't know the exact numbers, but they take a decent portion of all the money that you would give me through Twitch. Which, you know, it's kind of gross, but you know. So that's one of the reasons why So yes, some streams have ads too. And so I don't have ads. So Twitch doesn't get that income off me either. Like, if anything, I cost Twitch more than I get, like, depending on you guys. Like, depending on the viewers that I have. But I'm not big enough to be boosting Twitch's, like, CPM rates that they can charge that much. Like I'm not. So if anything, I cost Twitch more than I give to them. So but yeah. So, honestly, it makes me very happy when you are watching on YouTube, because on YouTube, I need to hit I need to hit a watch hour and subscriber count to be able to get monetized. And the subscriber count, like I'm nowhere near the subscriber count. But like the watch hour, like, and I assume that once I get the subscriber count, the watch hour requirement is pretty minimal. That's kind of what I understand from what I've seen. But yeah. There's a part of me that would love to be a streamer. But at the same time, what I really want is I'm not sure that I could handle the insecurity that would mean. So what I really want is I want to be a full-time content creator, but that doesn't mean streaming, that doesn't mean video production. That means kind of more general content creation. But I just would happen to be streaming my content creation because I sell it, but I also would be earning income off of the process of producing it. So, like, if I was a full-time streamer, if I was a full-time content producer, the way that I want to be, the way I would want to do things, the way I would try to do things, is I would do, like full days of coding. Like I would do. I don't know. I wouldn't necessarily expect you guys to watch. I don't know who I would expect to watch. I don't know what I don't know what that would look like. But I would very, very much see if that would make sense, because I would love to do game development on stream. And because I'm a programmer, I want to keep programming. I suppose I would probably get other programmers or students or something like that. I don't know. Yeah. I know I know the feeling. I spend money on YouTube Premium because YouTube is my primary source of entertainment, and like I don't use Spotify, so YouTube Music is my platform of choice. Partially because I get it as a part of YouTube Premium, but also because I like it better than Spotify. I know, the insanity. But so I already pay for YouTube Premium, so I for one am very happy to watch on YouTube. But I know not everyone is that way, which is fine. And it is okay that, and this is one of the reasons why I didn't stop. Like I did not stop streaming to Twitch. I am still streaming to Twitch because it's still a good platform for live streams. I think it might be the better platform for live streams over YouTube for my tastes. But I think YouTube's monetization policy is better than Twitch's. So I will so yeah. And that probably will mean that I will not end up ever necessarily making too much money off of streaming to Twitch. Because for people to do that, they can't use Twitch's built-in systems. They would have to scroll down, go to my panels, I think they're called. Yeah, I think they're called panels. And see my donate button, click on it, and then, or not my donate button, my tip button, because there's not a donation. This is not a charity. I think it's easier to find my community on Twitch. Like, honestly, like, rating is such a good feature. Being able to send your viewers, to another channel, like that's such a good feature for a lot of reasons. It's great for Twitch because it ups watch hours. It's great for the streamers because it builds a community in the streamers. It builds camaraderie. It builds up the it builds up the view. It's a great feature. So yeah. I don't know anything about Facebook gaming. At all. Just period. But I want to add it as a location because Facebook Gaming also, like YouTube, it does not have exclusivity as a part of the basic monetization contract. Now, there, if you get big enough that you get a better contract, so like on Twitch, that's partnership. Sure, exclusivity is a reasonable thing on a bigger contract like that. Twitch's better contract isn't that much better, to be honest. I don't know if being a partner is worth exclusivity. Just looking at what it actually gives you. But I haven't put as much thought into that as I've put into other things. So, like, if my Twitch community grew big enough that I was gonna be offered partnership, things might change. I might honestly make the choice to become a full-time Twitch streamer and accept the partnership. But I'm not 100% sure about that. Because it's not like Twitch takes a smaller percentage of my tips and subscriptions and whatnot. No, Twitch takes the same percentage there. All Twitch does is gives you slightly better treatment, slightly preferential treatment, but it's not that preferential. Like, it's... Like, I don't know. Is partnership actually worth exclusivity? If I was already monetized on YouTube? No. I don't think so. If I was monetized, like if I was making money on both YouTube and Facebook Gaming, it definitely wouldn't be worth it, because I'm already double dipping. I would already be double dipping on two platforms. And going from two platforms where I'm making money to one platform, which requires exclusivity, is that really worth it? Now, if Twitch was going to, like, if I got, if somehow, I don't know. It depends. So you don't have, so the exclusivity is different. If you are if Twitch's affiliate exclusivity is your content on Twitch has to be exclusive to Twitch for 24 hours. That is the exclusivity on Twitch affiliate. I don't know what partner is, but I assume that it is relatively similar. That what you stream on Twitch is hours for X amount of time, and then you can put the full VOD or highlights or whatever elsewhere afterwards. Because, like, I'm trying to think of people who I know are partners, who put up all of their VODs on YouTube. 100% of the VOD. And I think they still are only waiting 24 hours to put the VOD up. But I might be wrong about that. I think that it is very likely that YouTube and Twitch will be replaced someday. I just don't know what that will look like. I quite honestly have thought that YouTube was dying a couple of times in the last couple of years. But it never goes as far as it looks like it'll go. Oh, I would say actually only one of those times I actually thought was truly serious. So maybe it was only one time that I thought was YouTube was on its way out. And that's probably just because of the communities I'm a part of. But honestly, like Twitch treats its streamers like crap. Discoverability is horrible. Like they have clips, but clips are worthless when it comes to discoverability. And you would think that they would push clips like nothing else, but they really don't. They kind of just don't. But yeah, like, I am a verified musician on YouTube. Which is kind of crazy to think about, that I am a verified... Like, I essentially have a verified channel on YouTube. With 20 subscribers. But yeah, I am a verified musician on YouTube, which is very fun just to think about. So whenever I post comments, you know, there's a little check mark next to my name. I mean, it's a little music note next to my name, not a check mark, but you know. Which tells people, hey, this guy makes music. Which I don't comment very much, so that doesn't drive that won't drive very much traffic, but hey, if I started commenting more, that might drive some traffic to me. I don't know. 3. So. So I think the saddest thing to me is that I don't think Twitch is going to change their ways when it comes to how they treat streamers, just as a company, which makes me think that Twitch is more liable to fall apart than YouTube. Four wins left. But at the same time, Twitch is a tight-knit community. Like, sure, the biggest, the streamer who I interact with regularly, who's the biggest, is Bomb. And he generally sits between 15 and 40 viewers ish, in that general range. Which, you know, that's not a huge streamer, but that's big compared to me. And Bomb found me because I was playing Minesweeper. What? Excuse me, what? And then I taught him how to play Minesweeper. Yeah, without Bomb, you wouldn't have found me. So I have gained some viewership through that. Mm-hmm. And so, like, I'm trying to grow through building communities, through connecting with communities, which I think is the best way to grow on Twitch. But the thing is that I'm not sure how feasible it's very hard to move people along platforms, especially since my YouTube doesn't have any content that my Twitch doesn't have. It's not edited, it's not anything special. Are we popping off, guys? Are we popping off? What is this? We yeah. And I'm glad to hear that. I kind of wish that people were popping into like Trevor's streams from me. That's Lord Frats. But yeah. Yeah, I think honestly, I should like if I was really putting effort into growing my community, my outreach, doing advertising of my streams, like TikTok, I should invest time in TikTok. Yeah. I as you can tell, based on what I've talked about with my YouTube channel, I don't put much time into my streaming besides the streaming itself. But if I really wanted to grow, if I really wanted to push my limits, I should invest time in TikTok. Which makes me sad to say, because I hate the idea, but, you know. And apparently LinkedIn, like, that is another place that I should be investing time in advertising. I should, like, if I was doing things the right way, I should be making short edited videos of my streams. And dropping them on TikTok, dropping them on LinkedIn, dropping them on YouTube, you know. Cause like if I started editing my VODs, it would and getting them uploaded even just on YouTube, but started editing my VODs and getting them uploaded everywhere on all of the platforms. Get just the best little bits. And what is this? Now, I can tell you that while you're like me and I avoid TikTok, like I generally avoid TikTok unless I'm sent something. It is definitely worth spending time investing in using TikTok for advertising. Because TikTok's algorithm is insane in how good it is at connecting people with small niche communities. small niche, you know, just got to say the same word twice in a row. Oh, I would totally agree with you. But, like, I would definitely not be making TikToks. I would be putting my content on TikTok. And using it to connect with the people who would already like my content, who just haven't found it yet. I wouldn't be changing myself for the platform, because that is a way of really messing your community up. But yeah, if I was doing what I really should be doing to build my community, and if I had time, I probably would. I would edit down VODs and get just the good bits and get those dropped on my YouTube channel. Get those highlight vids dropped on my, get set up a LinkedIn and drop them there, set up a TikTok, get them dropped there. You laugh when I say LinkedIn, but LinkedIn is a great place for connecting with community as well. But it takes time, and I'm just I have a full-time job, guys. I'm not a streamer. This is not my full-time work. I don't make any money off of this. It just takes time, and I really enjoy it, but it's hard for me to justify putting in more effort on this when the effort I'm already doing isn't making, like, I'm investing in a potential, but those investments aren't coming to fruition yet, and so it's just, you know, it's hard to justify investing more in something that's not fruitful yet. What is this? This is game 20 of 20. This is game 20 of 20, guys. And I have 25 hours left. I mean, this is only level 2, so, you know. But it's game 20 of 20. When did that happen? I think this is all just proof that She Listens is my good luck charm, and I was only failing because she wasn't around yet. Yeah. It's like, the thing is, this isn't my only thing. This isn't the only thing I do outside of work. If it was, I would probably stream 5 nights a week. So, it is what it is, and it's not bad. It just, I don't know. If this was making money, like it would be easier to justify spending more time on it. If I didn't need to work if I could choose to not work full time on, you know, with my job, it would be a lot easier for me to justify spending time on other things. Which, you know, once I get closer to being out of debt, because, you know, college was expensive. But once I get closer to being out of debt, then I can contemplate those choices. I can look into potentially being a freelancer and only working 3 days a week, working 4 days a week. You know, I can make different choices. And then, you know, once I can make different choices, I can put focus on different things. But right now, my job is to, like, my job, but what right now, the most important thing in my life is to get out of debt. What? Yeah. No, I'm planning on living most of my life debt-free. Thank you very much. So, I have a lot of work to do to get that done. And I'm just gonna keep trucking, 'cause it's important. And I'm not necessarily saying that I need to monetize it, but if it was monetized, it would be a lot easier to justify putting effort into it. You know? It's like, my goal here isn't for this to become my job. It would be great if it did. I would love that fact if somehow beyond all expectations, if somehow I, Mr. Minesweeper himself, I say that being okay at best at the game. No, that I would, like, if somehow beyond all measure I became a full-time streamer of sorts, that would just be crazy. Absolutely insane. And quests. Best players, 426. Boom. Tied for 420th. So, but yeah, it's it is what it is. Yeah, it has been a good chat. And this is one of the reasons why I keep doing this. Why I keep streaming. Why I keep, doing this. 'Cause it's fun. I really enjoy it. Let's see where I am in the arena. I am now 448th. Look at that. Look at that. 31. Tied for 426th. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. So, yeah. Oh, you can't see my screen. That's okay. But, yeah. Okay. Well, thank you all for coming out tonight. There's few enough people that I'm not gonna raid. But, yeah, sleep well. I'll see you later. Good night.